since, I got the 45-year-old glasses. And look, and by the way, I love the Carlo cup.
In case I need it.
Mhm.
What can I say?
But
I gotta be prepared.
we're still. Did you see Pat's headphones? I did. She said it's like
I'm telling you. Did you see Patrick?
next thing.
So what happened this week? I'm with your son.
Still going on. I'm hoping he doesn't lose his job.
Oh, does he have a sponsor that he could reach out to?
He has plenty, but he doesn't. You gotta want to do it.
What, can't the sponsors reach out to him constantly, like check in every?
I don't know who they are. I've got 3 women in his apartment building who's in on it.
Morning, Gail.
Good morning. This is the Town of Hempstead Board of Appeals, October 15th, 9:30 a.m. meeting. Will everybody please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Chairman, do you have any opening remarks?
I do. For those of you who haven't appeared before us, the manner in which we conduct the hearings are as follows. First, we call for any adjournments, and if there are any, we dispose of those cases, and then we get into the calendar. The hearings, the applicant, during the hearings, the applicant states their case initially, and then if there are any people who are here to object, we'll hear the objections, and finally, the applicant will be given the opportunity to sum up, and then we will close the case. Once we close the case, we will not accept any additional evidence, but during the hearings, we will accept, we're very liberal in terms of what kind of evidence we will accept. The proceedings are videotaped. You can review them and refer to them in the future if you wish. We do have a court reporter, so everything is taken down. And if it doesn't appear that there are a lot of controversial cases on today, but if anyone would like to object and merely state what was said before, you're free to do that as well. Right? Patrick will call the calendar. Do we have any requests for adjournment?
Mr. Chairman, I do not have any requests for adjournment for this morning.
Okay.
First, we have case 52925, Belmore, Stephen Brown, renewal of grant to store landscaping trucks, 3 in business zone, also known as 1961 Belmore Avenue. Raise your right hand. Swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. Please take a seat and state your name and address for the record.
Morning. My name is Stephen Brown, and I live at 1961 Belmore Avenue in Belmore.
Good morning. All right, this is a renewal of a grant to store landscaping trucks. The building department inspected the premises on July 2nd, 2025, and they found that all conditions previously imposed by the board are being complied with. Do you have anything else you'd like to add, sir?
No, thank you.
Any questions from the board? If not, do I have a motion?
Actually, we have one issue, maybe, Chairman. Mr. Chairman.
It's all good.
Do you have, are you renting an apartment in the basement?
No.
No tenants in there?
Nope.
One electric meter?
It's only for my own personal use.
The basement?
The basement, I have an office.
Okay. Is this a one-family dwelling? I don't remember. I know we go back years.
Yeah.
It's a one-family dwelling.
It's a one-family dwelling, and I use it for my own personal use.
And you live there also?
Yeah.
You mean it's a legal apartment? Ms. First, can you explain?
The building department was made aware that there is an advertisement for rental of the entire house. which requires a rental permit.
Is the house for rent?
No, it's not.
I'm sorry, can you enlighten me, Ms. First? I guess if I wanted to rent my house, I can rent it, right?
But you're required to obtain a rental permit from the building department.
Anytime you rent a house?
Correct.
I've been here almost 21 years and I didn't know that. I mean, for an individual just to rent a house,
And
okay.
there's an advertisement up on apartments.com apparently for rental of the property.
Okay.
So,
Right now, it is totally empty and I have no intention to renting the house.
Do you have any idea why there's a rental application?
No.
Okay, where was it? So we can just let him know so he can,
Apartments.com.
apartments.com. So check it, it could have just been a mistake.
I don't know how that happened.
But just, so you know where to check it and find out. Okay.
oh, wait, not yet. There's a listing, $4,000 a month, 1961 Belmore Avenue, North Belmore. There's a picture of a house and it's
Maybe show him, maybe.
It's under
make sure that's the
rentals.
right house.
At one point, I thought I might want to do that, but I changed my mind because I was going to move to Florida. And I'm staying and I'm working another 4 years in my business.
Can we show you the photo and just
Yeah,
make sure
sure.
that may not even be your house?
Yeah, that's my house.
Okay, so now you know they've got it still on there.
Well, I'm going to have that removed.
Yeah, of course. Are there anything else, Joe?
Any other questions from the board?
Move the hearing be closed, the matter be placed on the decision calendar. Sir, you'll be notified by mail of the board's decision once it's rendered.
Second,
I appreciate that.
all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
You're done. Have a nice day.
Next, we have case 530 of 25, Elmont Thomas McGuire, renewal of grant to maintain two-family dwelling, also known as 197 Raff Avenue.
Yeah, it's April 21. Yeah, I already did it.
Good morning.
Morning.
Thomas McGuire, 197 Raff Avenue, Elmont, New York, 11003.
This is a request to renew a grant to maintain a two-family dwelling. The building department inspected the premises on April 21st, 2025, and they found that all conditions previously imposed by the board are being complied with. Do you have anything else you'd like to add?
No, sir.
You're living in the house, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any questions from the board? If not, do I have a motion?
Move the hearing be closed, the matter be placed on the decision calendar. You'll be notified by mail of the board's decision once it is rendered. Thank you.
Thank
All in
you.
favor?
Aye. Have a nice day.
You too. Bye.
Next, we have case 53125, Uniondale 711, number 38405, renewal of grant to maintain one double-faced illuminated detached ground sign setback 6 feet from Jerusalem Avenue and 15 feet from Uniondale Avenue, and within the clear sight triangle, also known as 644 Jerusalem Avenue.
Sir, please stand. Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Take a seat and state your name and address for the record.
Good morning. My name is Victor Ero with 711. Address is 5200 Hackberry Road, Irving, Texas.
Morning.
Morning.
No, I was already here.
Big hearing. It's a big hearing. All right, so this is also a renewal of a grant to maintain a sign. The building department inspected the premises on August 28, 2025, and they found that all conditions previously imposed by the board are being complied with. Do you have anything else you'd like to say, sir?
No, sir.
When do you fly back to Texas?
I live here now.
Oh, okay. Hopefully not at 644 Jerusalem Avenue.
No.
Big
Okay.
shot. Big difference. Are you
Yeah.
from Texas originally?
Yes,
Oh, a little bit different here, huh?
very much.
It's colder. Any questions from the board? If not, do I have a motion?
Move the hearing be closed, the matter be placed on the decision calendar. You'll be notified by mail of the board's decision once it's rendered, sir.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
You're done. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Next, we have cases 53225 through 53325 near Westbury, Benjamin Butt. Variances, lot area occupied, side yards aggregate, maintain addition attached to dwelling. Variance, lot area occupied, maintain roof over patio attached to dwelling, also known as 19 Foster Lane.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Please take a seat and state your name and address for the record.
Dennis Oliver, 924 Newbridge Road, Belmore, New York. Good morning, Mr. Chairman, members of the board. Previously stated, I'm representing Benjamin Butt, 19 Foster Lane, Westbury, seeking permission to maintain a one-story addition on the side of the house. Little background on this. Building permit was obtained in 2022. That's 22-8713 for renovations and additions to the house in excess of 50%. During construction, some changes were made. It was decided to move all the heating equipment and all utilities to the outside portion of the house. That's that little one-story bump out on the north side of the house. That's what's causing our side yard problem. We're required to have a minimum of 5 for side yard. We're proposing 4 foot 10 inches, a reduction of 2 inches for the side yard. The aggregate is to be 15. We're proposing 12.53, a reduction of 2 feet 5 inches approximately.
Mr. Oliver, it looks like it says 4.83 to me.
4.83? Well, it's 4 foot 10 inches. Yeah, 0.83 is 10 inches.
Oh, okay, thank you.
I'm just
I thought
trying to
you
make the math a little easier.
Yeah, I can't quite see.
Yeah, it is 4.83.
Okay.
That's an engineer scale. I just converted that to regular numbers. In addition, they also decided to put a roofed over porch on the back of the house. That increases our lot coverage percentage. The max allowed is 30%. We're requesting 42.4. It should be noted that if we strip out the front roofed over porch, the rear roofed over porch, and the shed, the footprint of the house is at 29.25. So it's the not livable portions that are putting us over on this lot coverage.
Is it in a Residence B zone?
No, it's an LPRD if I remember correctly.
Oh, okay. I was wondering why you had the other number.
Yeah,
And 30% is allowed in the LPRD.
that's correct, sir. And if the board has any questions.
So you're saying that without the other structures, what's the house by itself? Is that what you're saying is 29 and change?
The house by itself is 29 and change, yes.
So the shed and the shed and those items, the AC and the,
Well, there's also a front and roofed rear over porch that go across the whole front of the house, so.
okay.
That-
This is a relatively high lot area occupied request. I know you know that. So would your client, if you know, agree that if the board were to consider this, look favorably on the request, that both the front and the rear porches not be enclosed going forward?
Oh, they'd agree to that, absolutely, yes.
Okay, even though the front one is not the subject of this, this hearing?
Correct.
You know, there's a sufficient nexus.
So I advise them that might be the situation, so
Thank you.
they're agreeable to that. Any other questions from the board? Any other questions? Can I have a motion?
I move the hearing be closed, the case placed on the decision calendar. When the board renders its decision, you'll be notified.
Thank you very much, everyone. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Next, we have cases 53425 through 53625 Franklin Square, Maria Wunsch and Rosanna Rutolo. Variance, lot area occupied, construct one-story addition, portico, and exterior cellar entrance, all attached to dwelling, maintain pool with less than required rear and side yard setbacks, maintain pool enclosure varying in height from 6 feet to 7 feet high, special exception to maintain second accessory structure, fire pit, and brick bench with less than required rear yard setback, also known as 1170 Palermo Court.
Swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
Please take a seat and state your name and address for the record.
Lou Trentadue, The Architects 32 Design Studio, 133 Lincoln Avenue, Pelham, New York, 10803.
Get the search, please.
Good morning, everyone. Shall I proceed, or do you need a moment?
Mr. Trentadue.
Okay, Thank you. Well, firstly, thank you for having me here this morning. I represent the interest of the owners of the property of 1170 Palermo Court in Franklin Square. They are Maria Wunsch and Rosanna Ruotolo. We're seeking relief for 3 cases that are presented to you this morning for variances. The first case is case 534. It's building permit 25624. We're seeking relief for an excess of lot coverage where the minimum required is 25%. This is with regard to an addition that we wish to erect towards the front of the dwelling. We are seeking.
What's only you and Mr. Trent to do?
It is Zone A, Residence A.
25 on lot area occupied? Okay.
Yes. We are asking for relief for 29.22%, which is exceeding the maximum allowable by 4.22%. The dwelling itself is an increase of 28.55%, to 28.55, and this is exceeding the maximum allowable by 3.55. I make reference to the dwelling itself because the variance also includes there's accessory structures that some have been granted permits, others are here before you too. So the sum of all of those items is what brings the lot coverage up to 29.22. The next case that we're presenting is case 535, which is building permit 25626. That's to maintain an existing semi-in-ground pool. The semi-in-ground pool has about a 16-foot long, 7-foot high fence on the far left side of the property. And there's also a rear yard encroachment of 1 feet due to the landing and steps that are attached to the pool. The pool itself is 4 feet from the property. The next permit that we're seeking relief for is case 536, and that is building permit 25627. That's with regard to an accessory structure in the rear as well. It's a stone fire pit and a brick bench that's built around. The L-shaped brick bench is encroaching into the rear yard, leaving a distance separation of only 2 inches, whereas 2 feet would be required. The fire pit itself is 4.9 feet. I would like to say that this project started because we were retained by the owner to design and ultimately get permits for a front yard addition. Due to the minimum lot coverage requirements, there was no way to make this work without getting a variance. We saw on the property when we measured everything and visited them that they had items that didn't have permits. When we had done search sheets, we made clear that. So we told the owners, you have to get a variance for this project. You'll need a new survey for this purpose. Let's clean up everything. Let's help you work towards this. The items that I mentioned besides the house that needed permits for the variance review were the pool and the fire pit. The fire pit was built in 2014, and the pool was put in with the landing in 2019. The owners have lived in the house since 2013. They explained to me that they hired a local contractor who did all the lovely yard work, but they didn't know that they needed permits, and he didn't mention it.
Mr. Trentadue, have you been inside the home?
I have.
Okay, for starters, what's in the basement?
The basement has finished sheetrock walls. It's only used for storage. There's a laundry area down there now, and this is how they purchased.
It indicates on the plans that it's a finished area.
Yes.
So
We have to say it's finished because it has sheetrock walls.
Is there any bathroom down there?
There's no bathroom down there.
Okay. When you visit, I just want to make sure, the 1-story addition, the portico and the cellar entrance, those are not in yet?
Those are not in yet. Actually, I apologize. You reminded me, the owner wants to eliminate the cellar stairwell for budget reasons. They'd like to take that out of the picture completely. They never had any intention of renting out the space. I explained to them that I believe the cellar height is 6'7", so it could never be habitable space. It doesn't meet the minimum height requirements.
So we'll make a motion on the behalf of the board and/or you that we remove from the caption and from the request the portion that is the cellar entrance request.
That's correct.
And now as to the addition and the portico, I think it is, those are both not there yet.
They're not there yet. They're proposed.
Okay.
And just to, the additional comment I'll make on that is if we move to the stage where the ZBA approves the addition, the drawings that we submit to the building department will not show a cellar entrance.
Yeah, because we will need those updated drawings.
Yeah. I'd like to go back to that fence for a second. The reason the builder put in a 7-foot fence is because there's commercial property on the far left rear of the owner's home. And the owner doesn't know exactly how the builder worked it out, but there were other fences on the property in the far left that were commercial. So the builder, apparently the owner told us that the builder said, why don't we put a 7-foot section here so it matches what they have and you'll have a little more privacy. So that was the only reason a 7-foot section went in. This essentially is, it concludes what I would offer as part of my discussion, but I'm open to answer any questions that the board may have.
Just a minute.
I have no further questions.
Any other questions from the board? If not, do I have a motion?
Move the hearing be closed, the matter be placed on the decision calendar. Mr. Trentadue, you'll be notified by mail of the board's decision once it's rendered.
Second.
Thank you very much.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Thank you.
Yeah. Wait. Okay.
Next, we have case 53725, Elmont, Allen, and Kimberly Schauman. Install accessory structure, shed with more than required rear yard and side yard setbacks, also known as 140 Evans Avenue.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Please take a seat and state your name and address to the record.
My name is Alan Shamoun, address 140 Evans Avenue, Elmont, New York, 11003. I'm here as the owner and the architect.
Have you been in the house?
Yeah, I own the house. I live there.
Guess you've been there.
This is not the right, I don't think this is the right one.
Dawn?
I don't think that those plans are what I submitted. My plan would be an 11 by 17.
Yeah, this is Foxhurst.
Sir, in the photographs, it looks like there are two front doors. What's that?
No, this must be a confusion between the documents and the application.
I guess they gave us the wrong, we have the wrong file.
The application documentation should be just an 11 by.
Hold on.
It's the next.
Yeah, they
that's
did.
the next file.
Yeah, they gave, well, just,
Hold on a second,
Just leave it
Mr.
No
Shimon.
problem. Take your time.
we went a little faster than we should.
It's okay.
We were skipping right over you.
Skipped you.
If you don't mind, while you're waiting for the documents, I can just say a couple of things. I want to say thank you for allowing me to be here to present my case. This case is about an accessory structure, a shed that I'd like to put on my property. It's a corner property. Unfortunately, there's only one place that's allowable on a corner property for a shed to exist, and at this time, I have a detached garage in that location. So I'm just requesting a variance to place it in an alternate location as described on the plot plan.
The shed's not there yet, right?
Correct, it is not.
No, this is still the old piece,
So he's got more than required. Dawn.
because it's corner.
Go on, sir.
So basically, I feel that it's pretty straightforward. I don't really have much choice in terms of location for a shed because of the fact that the detached garage is there in that location that it would be as of right allowed. So I'm proposing a very modest 48 square foot shed, reasonably placed away from the lot line and not exorbitantly high, but a maximum height of about 8'6", 9 feet with a shed roof.
Your house fronts on Sun Avenue, yeah?
Right, it's technically it's 140 Evans, so my driveway is on Sun Avenue, my front door is on Evans.
Oh, okay, because I was going by the driveway.
Yes.
So your address is on Evans, okay.
Mr. Shimon, you earlier alluded to the fact that you have a garage. There was the sheet shows that there's still an open building permit for that was taken out in 1944. Have you closed that out?
So I'm not sure why there's still showing the open permit. I was here about 2 months ago, I believe, I have a variance for that garage to maintain it. I have a use variance for the garage, and that is application number 2004-01859, and the board did approve the renewal of that variance.
Becky, what should be done to close the permit on the record?
I believe that William Florio did he told me that he updated the certificate search in the records to show that it was all closed out.
Oh, it has been closed already.
Yes, it has been closed.
The detached garage we're talking about?
Yes.
Correct. That hearing was on August 20th, 2025.
It looks like I just have to contact the building inspector to have him close out the permit.
Okay, if the permit is not closed out and you go to sell the house, that'd be a problem, so.
I'm not sure I'm understanding why there's confusion. I wish I would have brought it, but I have the certificates of completion from the building department. I have 3 certificates of completion.
She's with the building department.
She's with them.
She's one of the senior people there, and she's looking on the online, and it appears still that the online's not reflecting that.
So the building inspector may have not,
Closed it?
yes.
Understood. Thank you
Okay.
for clarification.
Just for future reference. Anything else you'd like to add, sir?
No, thank you. I appreciate your time in considering this matter.
Thank you. Any other questions from the board? If not, do I have a motion?
Move the hearing be closed, the matter be placed on the decision calendar. You'll be notified by mail of the board's decision once it's rendered.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Next, we have case 538 of 25, Oceanside, Yaniris A. Martinez, Jose L. Martinez Rodriguez, Ramon F. Taveras Rivas, and Julia Altigracia Rivas de Martinez, mother-daughter residence, second kitchen, also known as 374 Foxhurst Road.
Yes, I do. My name is Antonio Romero, and my address is 10608 Rockaway Boulevard, Ozone Park, New York, 11417.
That's the mother-daughter. Yep. That's it.
Campbell's Thompson. Because it got all passed out. Yeah.
Yeah, take that. Okay. Everybody got a copy? Take that. Take that. Watch that space.
2 meters. There's the other front door. There's one front door. And the steps and another walking front door right there.
Go ahead, sir.
Yes, so we are proposing a mother-daughter to have a secondary kitchen on the second floor.
On the second floor?
Yes.
I'm looking at your home and I see 2 front doors, a side door, in the photographs at least. And the 2 front doors look like separate entrances. How many doors are there to your house all the way around it? From the exterior?
From the exterior, there is one front door that goes into inside to the living room and then to the in front of the house. Then there is a side door.
On the front, there are two doors, right? Don't you live there?
No, I don't live there.
Oh,
Yeah,
Are you just a representative?
representative, yes.
I'm sorry, I thought you were the
Yeah.
homeowner because most of the representatives we've seen so many times that I just assumed.
Sorry.
Who is that person that was sitting next to you?
She's the owner.
She's the owner.
Yeah, she can come up if
She
she.
should come up if you
Yes.
don't mind.
She speaks only Spanish. Can I translate for her?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, let's swear him in to translate fairly and accurately, et cetera.
Christina's got that under control.
But I don't even see the second door. Look, there's the front door. I don't even see the other door show.
Decir la verdad, toda la verdad.
Janiris Martinez, 374 Oceanside.
You're gonna have to speak closer to the microphone and louder, because she has to take it down.
Yes.
Janiris Martinez, 374 Fox Road, Oceanside, New York, 11572.
Sir, I apologize, I forgot your name.
Antonio.
Antonio. Have you been inside of this home?
I have been inside of the home, yes.
Have you been into the basement area?
I have been in the basement, yes.
What's down there in that basement?
In the basement, there is a full bathroom.
What else?
There were some partitions in the basement, I believe, but they were removed. So it's just right now it's just a full bathroom and the closet
And
space.
that side entrance, is that, I'm trying to,
The side entrance is it goes to it's there
okay, I'm sorry, the side entrance goes where?
into the basement.
And does it go anywhere else?
The side entrance doesn't go nowhere else, just to the basement.
Okay.
There's a sign on that door. Do you know what that says?
Let me see the sign. Hay un letrero en la puerta.
¿Qué diga eso?
En la foto.
Solamente tiene el
Yeah, well, whatever that sign was. Where is it?
Should I look for the picture?
Sure.
What was the question? I'm sorry.
What is the sign on the door?
basement door, what does it say?
She can't tell you what the sign is.
¿Qué dice el letrero que baja al basement? Hay un letrero.
La dirección que tiene puesta.
She says it has the address put on it.
374.
374, yes.
Sir, you said that side entrance goes to the cellar and only the cellar, right?
Yes.
But I'm looking at the plans and the front of the house, what I believe to be the front of the house, which is where there's two doors, one on the opposite end of the house from the garage and one in the middle with a stoop. And what I believe is that second entrance on the opposite end of the house, on the front, opposite the garage, right, the other side, it seems to say that door is to the stairs that go to the basement.
Yes, that goes to the stairs to the basement, correct.
So where does the side entrance go to?
Oh, I thought we were looking at, oh, I'm sorry, the side entrance, not in the front of the property, but the side entrance, right?
Yes.
The side entrance goes into a bedroom.
side entrance goes into a bedroom.
Yeah, because it's a.
Yeah, I saw, right.
Um,
Is that the side entrance you're talking about?
I guess so. Um, Is there another side entrance on the other side of the house?
Yeah, there is another side entrance on the other side. That one goes into the garage. It goes into the
A bedroom with a bathroom.
exactly into a bedroom and a bathroom and into the garage.
And the other side entrances goes into a bedroom with a bathroom.
Correct. Yes.
And then the
It's really
front
odd
section,
setup.
so this house is broken up into many units, it looks like. Did you happen to, are you familiar with the rules about mother-daughter residences? There's a fact sheet you're given about how they operate. Included in that is that the house is supposed to look like a single-family dwelling. There's not supposed to be separate entrances for the two units. The units are supposed to be connected by, some manner. You're supposed to be able to go from one unit to the other. They're not supposed to be more than 1 meter. It's not a multifamily dwelling. It's to be, and it's only granted to the people who currently live there. If they were to sell the home or move out of the home, they have to get a proper permit and remove the second kitchen. Because, this is looking very much like one side is a room with a bathroom, one side is a room with a bathroom, a basement that is separate. I don't know, have you been in the internal staircase in the house?
I've been inside the house. So in the entrance that goes to the second floor is connected with the first floor.
It looks like there's a door at the top of the stairs.
Let me see. No, there's no door on the top of the stairs. That door is going down to the basement. The one that says number 3.
How many staircases go to the second floor?
Only one staircase goes to the second floor.
That's the one in the middle of the house.
That's the one in the middle of the house.
And the two side doors don't go to the first or second floor. They go to the first floor, bathroom and bedroom, the one.
Yes, but they don't go to the second floor.
Right. How many meters are on the house?
Let me ask. ¿Cuántos medidores tiene la casa? Medidores. Como de electricidad.
Utility meter.
Uno.
Pero
el medidor. One.
One for electric, I guess, and one for gas. I have a photograph that has 3 things on it. I'm not sophisticated enough to identify which kind of meters. Miss Becky, are you able to identify which meters are which?
Why do we have the homeowner
Okay.
identify the meters?
Okay. And once you look at it, Becky, could you provide it to the homeowner for her to tell us what they are?
2 meters?
I don't know what it is.
It looks like it.
I don't know what's gas, what's electric, what's
No, they're
solar.
both electric. They're both electric.
The 2 smaller ones?
Yeah.
What's the big one?
It's a close-up. This looks like it's the same picture doubled, and that's just a close-up.
Do the meters have numbers? Can I tell if there's 2 different sets?
Magnifying glass? Oh, there we go. It looks like the same picture. It could be. Yeah. Well, you can kind of tell. No, I think it's just double. Okay. On the top will be an account number, if there's a second meter on.
Could they have 2 separate bills though? If they don't
Yeah,
have?
it'll go one, if you take.
I don't know.
Double and it's close up.
If you take a look, like, this matches up, that's why I do tend to agree that it's probably the same photograph. Which one is odd, they would be,
Yeah.
probably the same photograph. Probably.
No, but it might be the same photograph. I don't know why, but maybe ask her. Ask her, would you? Oh, here's the photograph. It may be a duplicate picture, we just don't know.
Quieren saber si eso es una foto duplicada o ellos no saben. Más de uno.
No, solamente una que hay.
It's only one.
Sí, lo que
You
pasa
can,
que
you can
parece
tell
que-
with the sticker and everything. Yeah.
a basement.
There you go. Yes,
know.
yes.
Lo que pasa que parece que
Hold it
primero.
and send the building department.
And here just know it is a duplicate photo.
I'm just going to, for the record, read in, the Board of Architecture Review reviews all these applications to determine whether or not the dwelling is suitable to be used in the fashion proposed, and whether or not it's suitable upon completion of this use or cessation to revert back to a single-family dwelling and with removal of second kitchen. They make recommendations at times, which I would give you a moment to speak about. In this case, they have noted that it is suitable and restorable after the cessation of the use, and provided no other recommendations. So you need not opine on that. I just need it for the record.
Would you take this document, which explains what Mrs. D'Amato just said, and explain to your client, translate it so that she understands it as well, please?
Yes, yes. In
What do you
the,
think of that?
Listen, we got 2 bedrooms with doors that are.
Oh, ok. Ahí está como explicando todo el arreglo.
I have explained it to her.
She understands it?
She says yes.
There's no further questions about it at all.
No, está todo bien.
No, she has no questions.
Thank you. I have no further questions. Oh, yeah, where's the who lives in the house stuff?
Yeah. There it is. I had to go through it.
Okay, sir, I just want to go through the people who live in the house. First of all, how is the house divided into, on the inside, it has 2 areas, right? Where are the 2 kitchens? Where's each kitchen?
There is, right now, there's a kitchen on the first floor. There's a kitchen on the first floor. When you go into the house, it's in towards the middle.
Okay.
And then there's going to be a proposed kitchen for the mother and daughter on the second floor.
Okay, so I apologize, what's your client's name? I'm just looking at the list of names.
Oh, Yanidis.
Okay, so Yanidis, Jose, Jenny, and Kimberly all live on which floor?
Yanidis, Jose, Jennifer, y Kimberly, ¿en qué piso viven?
En el primero.
On the first floor.
Okay, and who lives on the second floor?
¿Quién vive en el segundo piso?
Lourdes Rivas.
Her mother, Lourdes Rivas. Her mom.
Does her mom live there full time?
Mamá vive ahí tiempo completo?
Sí.
Yes.
And which unit uses the cellar?
¿Qué unidad usa el basement? ¿El primer piso o el segundo piso?
¿Qué unión?
¿Qué unidad usa el basement? ¿Como usa el del primer piso o el del segundo piso? ¿Qué usa el basement?
No, yo el basement no lo uso, solamente para guardar cosas.
The first floor, she uses it just, to store stuff there.
The cellar.
The cellar, sorry.
And
It'll be the first floor.
who's in each of who uses the 2 rooms that have locked doors to the exterior?
¿Quién usa los dos cuartos que tienen, esos 2 cuartos que tienen una puerta acá y una puerta acá? Ese cuarto, ¿quién duerme ahí?
No, en el primer piso.
Hay 2 cuartos.
Kimberly y Jenny. James, en el primer piso.
In the first floor, Kimberly and Jenny,
Would that be a problem from the security?
her daughters.
The 9-year-old has one of the rooms that has a door to the exterior?
La niña de 9 años tiene un cuarto que tiene una puerta al exterior. She said yes.
Is there a lock on it?
La puerta tiene un candado. Yes.
Both the side doors have locks on them?
Los dos tienen candados, esta y esta, afuera, para que nadie entre.
La de la laca, sí que baja tan como la yarda.
Yes, both of them.
Okay, thank you. And you've advised your client of those conditions I mentioned earlier, that one doorbell, 1 meter, 1 mailbox, all the appearances of a single-family dwelling on the outside.
Yes, I have.
And the 2 units are supposed to always have some place between them that allows one to go from one unit to the other inside. There always has to be a connection.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Anything else you'd like to answer?
No.
Any other questions from the board? If not,
Yes, Chairman, I have a question.
oh, go
Has
ahead.
your client ever rented to any other person?
That's what I was looking for.
No.
And how long has she owned the property?
February 8th of 2021.
Okay.
One other thing, so there's 2 front doors, 2 side doors. Is there a back door at all? Save me digging out the plans again.
I'm gonna ask, but in the drawings I see it, but
The drawings, okay. There's 2 doors on the sides going to a bedroom.
yes, there is a door in the back that goes to the rear yard where the pool is.
And that goes to the rear yard from the first level, I take it?
From the first level, yes.
Thank you.
Any other questions from the board? If not, do I have a motion?
Move that the hearing be closed, the matter be placed on the decision calendar. You and your client will both receive a copy of the board's decision by mail once it's rendered. Thank you.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Next case. Oh, no. You looking something up, Becky? Oh, okay. Oh. Send in the dogs. Send in the doggies.
This doesn't have
Is Stephanie having an issue with her thing?
Yep.
This one doesn't have the first story addition listed on proposed 1-story addition.
Which one?
The next one.
Did he up?
Yeah.
Lot area occupied, front yard average setback, construct portico and roof over deck,
Yeah,
both
but
at
if you look at the plans, it's a proposed one-story addition.
Next, we have case 53925, Merrick Jody Ann Parente Didio. Variances, lot area occupied, front yard average setback, construct portico and roof over deck, both attached to dwelling, also known as 1673 Alexander Avenue.
You swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Yes. Please take a seat and state your name and address for the record.
Okay. Michael Lipinski with Jared Mandel Architects, 25 Hillside Avenue, Williston Park, New York, 11596.
What is your name?
My name is Michael Lipinski.
Because you're not signed in.
I might have come in a few minutes late. I can.
There's a Michael DiDio signed in.
Signed in, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Michael DiDio is my client, correct? Yes.
Want to sign in, sir?
That way you get a copy of the decision, too. John, you want to speak to the issue that we're going to amend the caption?
Yeah.
That addition was part of my building permit that I issued that was under the building.
But now,
Because the 30 was the deck, right?
This is what caused the, so this is what this is.
Okay, so we don't need to.
we don't need to amend the caption. Okay. Okay, all right, good. Good morning.
Morning. First, I just have the green cards. I could just hand them over to the board if need be. Yep. Okay. So I guess I'll begin. Our office is representing Michael and Jody Parente Didio of 1673 Alexander Avenue, Merrick, New York, 11566, Section 55, Block 44, Lot 59, located on the east side of Alexander Avenue, between Camp Avenue and Relia Drive, within the zoning district Residence B of the town of Hempstead. Okay, so just to start, this is Jody's childhood home. She lived here for 43 years. This home has been passed down by Jody's family for generations. They have both now retired, and they decided to renovate their home so that they can enjoy their retirement years in a newly renovated house. What we are proposing on this application are a couple of open roof over structures onto the dwelling. One is a side roof over for the raised deck and a front portico over the existing stoop. Both structures proposed require approval, which I will get into. The first is a lot coverage variance. The proposed roof over deck puts us over in lot coverage for the property. And with that roof deck, with these roof overs, we're actually seeking a relief of 4.1%.
So what are you allowed to have and what do you propose with both the, I don't want to know individually, just what does it net out to? 30.
Sorry?
Just tell us what you're allowed to have and what you're proposing in the aggregate.
Okay, so according to our drawings that we submitted, we are proposing 31.6% when 27.5 is allowed.
Okay, hold on. The materials that I'm looking at, the site plan, plot plan, says that you're proposing 34.22%.
34.22, and what, is that the site plan or?
The plot plan and on the grid that's provided below with the zoning information?
This drawing that you're seeing here or the plot, oh, that drawing?
On the plot plan.
Mm-hmm.
No, not on the actual drawings front, just on the plot plan.
Okay.
The bottom of it contains a chart, or if you will.
Yep.
Of the zoning information.
Okay.
There it says lot area occupied, 27% is allowable.
Yep.
Existing is Doesn't give, existing is 27.48, so it's just under.
Just under, correct.
And then it says proposed is 34.22%. Is yours say something different?
The drawings that I had submitted to the building department, and I have a lot coverage breakdown that was submitted with the architectural plans. They show a lot coverage of 31.6%, 2.3, and then that equates to a square footage of 2,371.65 square feet.
Well, now we're going to find the discrepancy here.
I can submit this drawing set if
Let's
necessary.
see what we have on file.
Okay.
That's what we have, and that's what
So this is what you have.
sealed by the architect. I don't know.
A significant difference.
Yeah, that is it's almost
So what
a,
I'm guessing is that don't you have another application for the addition?
yes, we do have an application for an addition 23-7664.
Becky, is this the?
That's a permit. It's a permit.
Is it possible that the number that we're reading out of 34.22 is a print of the number as after your stuff and this? In other words, he says that he's proposing with these two structures and in the aggregate, 31 and change.
Correct.
Our materials say 34.22.
The permit that's before you is after, the application before you is after the building permit, which I already issued, and that work has already been constructed, and the final survey.
So I have a feeling ours is the accurate number.
So am I allowed to submit this to the board for review, for lot coverage breakdown?
Do you know who, is it signed by an architect?
It is, correct.
As you look at it, do you believe it fairly and accurately represents what it purports to represent?
Yes, I do, correct.
To have been altered in any fashion?
No, I do not believe so.
Evidence.
Okay, sure. You can find that on page Z1, which is the third page of this packet. And this was the drawing set that is inside of that application.
Z1?
Page Z1, yes.
Z1 is on mine too. Let's see. Okay, so our Z1 ironically says that. So we've got two sets of documents that don't reconcile.
So it seems to me like this site plan number.
6 and all of those materials, which are also signed by the architect, say 34.22.
He's asking for 31%. This shows he's asking for 34%. No, he's asking for 31. What relief, what percentage of lot area occupied are you seeking today?
What I believe that we are seeking is that.
No, you have to, don't say believe.
Sorry. What we are trying to achieve in this application is a relief of 4.1%.
Or what's the total number?
That number, square footage is. That square footage number is, sorry, hang on.
Right, I'm afraid.
2,371.65 square feet.
Which is 31.6%.
Which is 31.6%, correct.
I'm just afraid if that's the number we deliberate on, given that we have two numbers, that might let us.
Understood.
That's 34.22.
That is the original one that was submitted previously.
That's what my thing, that's
the date, the dates on there is from.
23.
Yes, this was what was submitted to your office.
Right, yeah, and that's exactly what it, so I think this one was the.
Right.
Right.
Specifying that.
Right, okay.
What needs to be done then is it has to get adjourned and go back up to the building department and have to do the calculations.
Okay. Okay, so the problem is that the most recent document appears to be the 34.22. And if we deliberate on 31.6 and that's not the right number, that's a big problem for you.
Correct.
So, hold on. Becky, can you get it up there sooner or? Okay, so what I think we're gonna do.
Okay.
Is there anyone else here on this case besides your clients? No. So, what I think, Patrick, can we adjourn this to, how should we handle it? So what Beck, wait, okay, so what we want to do is adjourn this right now so
Okay.
that she's going to do you a favor and
Yeah,
take
of
it
course.
to the building department. And
Okay.
save you potentially months.
Okay.
And get it reevaluated so that we know the actual number that we're supposed to be deliberating on.
Okay.
Because I think it's going to end up being the higher number, and we got to do it right. So
Okay.
will Patrick adjourn it to the 2 o'clock calendar then? Hold on.
Where's that number?
2 o'clock calendar, Patrick, can we do that or? Okay, Ms. First is going to do you even bigger favor because she's one of our senior people in the building department. She's going to take the materials. We're going to adjourn you to 11 o'clock.
Okay.
And she's going to take the materials and calculate it so that we have the right number before we finish
That's
up your
understood.
case.
Understood.
So this case will be adjourned until 11 o'clock calendar,
Okay.
which is very soon, okay?
Understood. Thank you.
All right, Patrick, we can call the next case.
Next, we have case 540 of 25, Near Valley Stream. Ezra Moskowitz, variance, lot area occupied, construct dwelling, demolish existing dwelling, also known as 612 Diane Place. Sir, raise your...
Oh, here's the one that has the other number on it. All right, Becky, can
My name is Paul Biegler. I'm from PEB Design Group. I reside at 8 Woodfield Avenue, Fort Salonga, New York.
One moment, sir. Okay. Give us a second.
Becky.
Okay, sir, go ahead.
I'm here to represent Ezra and Tamar Moskowitz, who are the owners at 612 Diane Place, Valley Stream, Section 39, Block 596, Lot 5. This house is in a Residence B zone, and we're seeking permission for a lot area occupied, being over on lot area occupied. We're proposing a one family, two-family dwelling. Two-story dwelling, sorry. And the proposed dwelling, one-family dwelling, is 2,303 square feet. And the existing dwelling is 2,071 square feet. The proposed dwelling is at 34.9%, where the allowed is 27.5%. The existing dwelling, to put this into context, is 31.3%, and that's a one-story ranch. So the reason why we're building this is that it just makes more financial sense to remove the existing dwelling, which has a basement. And what the new two-story dwelling has a is going to have an unfinished basement.
Is any of that proposed square footage, the coverage, is any of that decking or open areas?
No decking.
Because that seems like a fairly high percentage for all enclosed.
It's all enclosed. There is a front entrance porch, which is not included in that. It's not a porch, but it's a stoop.
Like a permitted encroachment.
Yeah, it's a stoop. Yeah, it's uncovered. But yeah, there are other. I think there was precedent being set for a case last month on Diane Place that was even for more square footage.
How many exterior doors are there to the dwelling?
There are the front door, there's a side door, mudroom door,
Wait,
and
front door, side door?
yes, there's a side mudroom door on the north side of the dwelling.
That's the same side door or a second side door?
There's two side doors proposed, and I'll give you a reason why we're proposing two side doors. The wife, Tamar, is a nurse practitioner, and they don't plan on having a professional office in there now, but perhaps in the future they'll apply for a professional office for her practice. And that's the reason for the second side door.
Is there a rear door?
There is a sliding door, yes. Yes, they intend to live in the house, yes. They have just had, I think she's soon to have another one. They have two. They'll have two. They'll be residing in this house with two children and the parents, which will be four. But they're a growing family, and they're young.
What's the purpose of the other side door, not the one for the business?
Mudroom? The
other.
mudroom?
The mudroom one, and is the other one, is the mudroom one where they would come in the future if they apply for business?
No, the mudroom would be just as a mudroom for delivery of Uber or groceries from the driveway. The other side door on the south side would be for her potential professional practice. Yes.
High coverage doesn't mean it's all enclosed. Usually we see a 34, for example, 4% is a deck, and if they agree to keep it open, it's a different animal than a box.
Yeah.
That covers 34% and probably 35%.
Yeah, there's been a few new dwellings in the area, in the vicinity of in this neighborhood, that have been approved for similar to possibly even more higher percentage.
Is that your case?
Yes.
Anyone else have any questions on the board?
I actually inspected the property. Isn't it a high ranch, like a?
Well, he's demolishing it.
No, I know he's demolishing it. It's a high ranch. It's not like a.
It's a raised ranch?
Yeah. And when I inspected it, I looked around the area. There's a lot of bigger houses than what you're building now. And I found it appropriate for the area. I just wanted to say that.
It's in suit with all the other houses being built and all the existing houses.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
I didn't hear that entire thing.
Well, yeah, the house we're proposing is in conformance with the neighborhood. We're not doing anything larger than what any other house is being done.
Yeah, it's just that you had 31.1% coverage with a ranch. So now that you're having two levels, it's surprising that you are still going bigger this way. And you see what I'm saying? Like to get that same space in a two level, you wouldn't think you'd have to go over the 27.5.
Understood.
That's only why.
I don't think there's no FAR that's involved in this code, right?
We have a ranch that's 31.3 and 35 with 4 doors. And all of 35 is completely enclosed. There's no deck or porch that's contributing to it. Okay, that's your case, sir. Any other questions from the board? If not, is there a motion?
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Next, we're calling case 54125 near Westbury, Jeffrey R. and Lizette Oglesby, mother-daughter residence, also known as 719 Highview Avenue. Mr. Chairman, we were contacted by Mr. O'Connell's office regarding this case. He was confused on the date and time. He's asking if it could be adjourned to this afternoon's calendar at 2 p.m.
Is there anyone here on this case? Anyone at all? Anyone in opposition? Anyone in favor? Anyone? Okay. Then we'll adjourn the case to 2 p.m. Add them at the end. Patrick?
Absolutely. Next, we have cases 542-25 through 543-25, Hewlett, Tammy, and Jeffrey Bernstein. Variances, lot area occupied, side yard, construct first floor additions, a garage conversion to living space and outdoor kitchen all attached dwelling. Variances, lot area occupied, side yard, maintain one-story additions attached to dwelling. Variance, side yard, maintain HVAC units and heat pump attached to dwelling, also known as 1529 Hewlett Avenue.
You swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Take a seat, state your name and address for the record.
Rebecca Weavers, 143 East Park Avenue, Long Beach, New York, 11561. I'm hereby representing Tammy and Jeffrey Bernstein. I'm here on behalf of Gallinaro Design Architecture. Today we are requesting relief for lot area occupied and side yard. We had two separate applications. The first one I'd like to start with would be the maintains. We had a one-story rear addition. This house was built in 1931. We were there last year. I'm not sure the year that the rear addition and shed were constructed, but we're here today to ask relief for those maintained structures.
Is the, I missed it, I'm sorry. Is the outdoor kitchen a maintain or a construct?
That's a construct.
And that conversion, that's not been done or has been?
It has not been done yet.
Okay, you can tell us what you want us to know.
So the AC condensers also are part of the maintain. So as far as the maintain items, we have the shed, the one story in the rear, and the AC condensers on the side. So we're asking relief for the AC condensers at 1.5 from the side yard, and our lot area occupied. We are currently with the shed and the one-story addition at 1,537 square feet, which is, yes?
I don't see the shed. Am I missing?
So behind the attached garage, it's a
Right.
small attached shed, 24 square feet. It is attached, correct.
I still don't see a shed attached.
Don't see it in the caption.
Do you see the crosshatch that says existing attached
No.
garage?
It's not in the caption.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's because it says lot area occupied side yard, construct first floor additions, garage conversion to living space and outdoor kitchen all attached to dwelling. Variance lot area occupied side yard, maintain one-story additions attached to dwelling. Variance side yard, maintain HVAC units and heat pump attached to dwelling. Is it, maybe it's that one-story addition?
No.
I think because it's a shed that's attached to the dwelling.
It's counted as an addition.
Maybe it's just this one-story.
That's typically.
It becomes an addition. You could call it a shed, but it's an addition.
Correct, yes. I know that's how it's seen, yes.
Yeah.
So I guess I should
Is
just
it
refer as an
open?
addition.
Is that shed open to the house? Can you
No.
walk from the house into the shed?
No. It's only accessed from the rear yard. There's photos that were submitted. If the photos can show you the shed.
Oh, what a cute house.
Yes, the addition. Sorry, I'll have to get used to that.
There's a shed attached to the dwelling. Oh, is it in the rear? Wait. there's
That
two
is correct.
sheds.
By a bay window. It's to the left of the bay window.
It's white and it may or may not be slatted or something. It's that one?
I believe it's white, yes. I don't have the photos in front of me.
Looking
sorry.
back at the house, it's on the left of the bay window.
That is correct.
And then what about the blue or gray shed? Or is that the addition?
May I approach to see the pictures?
Yeah. Because if that's the addition, then we don't have the shed on our thing. What's that?
Oh, that's the first floor addition that's referenced.
One-story addition attached to dwelling?
Yeah.
So we don't have the shed. I thought maybe that was the shed masquerading.
It's been
but-
accounted as an addition, so I think maybe these 2 square footages were added, because the square footage information I have adds both of these.
Yeah, I'm just trying to identify, if you need relief for something that's not on my list,
Well,
then.
like you were saying, I think it's noted as an addition, so they just.
No,
said
but,
addition.
but now that we've discovered that that blue one's the addition, we don't have another addition.
Okay, so it should say.
Well, no, there's a construct first floor addition, but there's only one maintain addition.
Is this the shed?
That is
Yeah.
the shed.
And the shed, you can't go into the house from.
Correct, it's just access.
So we're just missing the shed.
Us lefties have to stick together.
Yeah, so that's.
Yeah, so that we don't have on. Who did the file?
There is a small access, it's not like a door, but there's a small opening in the wall in the garage. I don't know if you could count that as open to the house. Understood.
Just for the record, I do see that it is on the plans that have been on file for the required 30 days. So there's, it's on notice, I think, but.
But if you see here, it says maintain one-story additions, plural. So.
Okay.
I think that's.
Boy, is
probably
that
now.
crappy, and plus you
Yeah,
can't
so-
go. All right. It seems we can fit it into the one-story additions, even though it's, yes.
Understood.
even though
Thank
we
you.
can't go
Appreciate
into
it.
it from the house.
Plural. It doesn't matter.
Good job.
Okay.
So, anyway, so go ahead.
Come on.
Okay, so with those maintain applications, we currently exceed the allowable 27.5 by 1.3%.
Which makes you, what's the percentage you propose?
28.8 is the percentage that we're proposing with the maintain information.
Well, what's the percentage you propose?
With the proposed work, 34.56, which is over by 7.06%.
Okay. Where's the construct? Wait, so I see here the proposed first floor addition, 191 square feet, right?
That's correct.
And that's the new outdoor kitchen. Okay, and the shed, the white shed is that little one that's, right now it's up against the house, but I see how it'll be dropped in.
Yes.
Okay. 34, okay. Nothing's open to keep. There's nothing to keep open.
Mm-hmm.
I have no further questions.
Any other questions from the board? If not, do I have a motion?
Move the hearing be closed, the matter be placed on the decision calendar. You'll be notified by mail of the board's decision once it's ready.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Which one is this? The 11 o'clock? Okay.
See how time flies and we're having fun.
And I'll call you back.
Next, we'll be calling case 40525 Belmore, 711, number 37698, renewal of grant to maintain one double-face illuminated detached ground sign, Overall size 125.4 square feet, 62.7 square feet per face. Height 18 feet 6 inches, setback 7 feet 4 inches from Jerusalem Avenue and 4 feet 10 inches from Belmore Avenue. Clearance 5 feet 6 inches from grade to bottom of sign and within clear sight triangle, also known as 2259 Jerusalem Avenue.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Please take a seat and state your name and address for the record.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Rafael Hinojosa. The address, it was 3200 Hackenberry Road, Irving, Texas.
Okay. So this is a renewal of a grant to maintain a sign. The building department, since it is a renewal, the building department went out and inspected the premises on June 3rd, 2025, and they found that all conditions previously imposed by the board are being complied with. Do you have anything else you'd like to add, sir?
No, sir.
Any other questions from the board? If not, do I have a motion?
Move that the hearing be closed, the matter be placed on the decision calendar. You will be notified by mail of the board's decision once it's rendered.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Thank
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Why do I have a wind tunnel over here? That's cool.
Why what?
I have a wind tunnel over here.
Is this also?
Next, we have cases 44725 through 45225, Levittown, Stephen Rosalia, special exception to maintain shed higher than permitted, special exception to maintain second accessory structure, gazebo with bar countertop higher and larger than permitted and exceeding horizontal maximum on all sides, special exception to maintain third accessory structure, outdoor barbecue unit exceeding horizontal maximum on both sides with less than required side yard setback. Maintain pool equipment with less than required side yard setback. Maintain 8 foot 2 inch high arbor. Variances height side yard to construct second story addition portico and install 2 AC units all attached dwelling. Existing second story to be demolished. Also known as 56 Anvil Lane. I have you sworn in from earlier. Just again your name and address for the record.
Sure. Lou Trentadue, 32 Design Studio, 133 Lincoln Avenue, Pelham, New York, 10803.
Tell us what we need to know about this, Mr. Trentadue.
Thank you. Thank you for having me up here again. We're reappearing for the adjournment concerning cases 447 through 452. These were cases for the subject premises at 56 Anvil Lane. The reason for the adjournment was the board requested that we get an updated survey so that the surveyor could, in addition to previously citing the ridge height above the crown of the road, he was able to take spot elevations at the four corners of the dwelling and provide give us the information necessary to change the plans to show the ridge height from the four corners of the dwelling. In addition to that, the board requested that we reclassify this particular application, which is pertaining to the dwelling on case 448 as a maintain due to the ridge being erected higher than the maximum allowable, and also because of the air conditioning units that were encroaching in the side yard that were installed in a location differing from the originally permitted project.
So what is the ridge height as per the new survey?
Thank you. The ridge height per the new survey above each corner of the dwelling is 30.1 feet. one exception on the right corner facing from the street, it's 30.2 feet. I-
30.1 feet.
Yes, that's a little over an inch.
Yes.
So, also,
And the other corner is?
I'm sorry, facing the house from the front, the ridge height from the corner, from the grade line to the ridge is 30.1. On the right side of the home, the ridge height from the property at grade to the highest point of the ridge is 30.2. And the back of the dwelling on the right side, the ridge height from the property line to the ridge is also 30.2. That's the side of the property directly behind the right. And on the left side, the ridge height from the property line to the grade, from the grade to the property is 30 feet. So it's just a little, the grade was just a smidgen higher in the back left corner of the property. So the two front corners of the property, left 30.1, right 30.2. In the back of the property, right 30.2, and left 30.
So we're talking inches, less than 2 inches?
Yes, yes. Also, we didn't go into this detail in the initial hearing, but if you look at the elevations and of course the photos provided, it's not the entire ridge that goes up to this height. It's just the gable that's over the rightmost portion of the dwelling, which is the master bedroom suite. We spoke to the builder. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want to say something? The builder who we spoke to initially, which triggered this issue, again, he had said that he didn't realize he had done that. He thought he was just going 30 feet above the grade, and he didn't realize it couldn't be more than 30 feet above the crown of the road. We also spoke to him again in greater detail, and he believes that the reason they raised the ridge in the master bedroom area in an effort to keep the slopes consistent with the other gables on the front elevation was there was a beam that he felt would have stuck out of the corners of the corners of the roof line, and at the request of the owner, he had massaged the framing at that point and raised it, not realizing he was putting the project in this direction, which is why we are here today.
So I've heard a term, I don't know how legitimate it is, builder's error. You've heard of that?
Yes.
Could you explain that to
I think
me?
this is builder's fix.
The builder, unfortunately, did not follow the original plans, where it clearly states on every elevation and section that the ridge can be no higher than 30 feet from the crown of the road. So instead of taking his site measurements from the crown of the road, he took them from the corners of the property, and he thought, well, we're okay, we're 30 feet above the property, give or take an inch. That's not his words verbatim, but that's the way he translated it to me.
How much higher, excuse me, Mr. Trentadue, how much higher than the crown of the road is the ridge?
1.63 feet, which is just about 18 inches.
From crown, but you're saying
from
it's like
crown, yes.
30 plus an inch, 30 plus 2 inches, whatever, from grade.
Right.
Therein lies the issue.
Yeah, the grade, as you can formulate from my presentation, the grade slopes up from the curb towards the house. So at that point, it's the crown of the road is, the height above the crown of the road is 31.63, which is a 1.63 foot encroachment with regard to the maximum allowable height of 30 feet.
This an either or measurement.
I need to correct a comment I made earlier. The crown of the road height to the ridge is I'm sorry. I will additionally correct the previous comment. The grade is 1.58 feet above the crown of the road.
1.6.
Yes, I'm sorry.
All right, it's
So,
16.
okay.
Okay. We didn't really discuss many of the points of the other applications for the board, so I shall proceed to speak about that.
Would you, as a matter of protocol, would you like to incorporate the minutes since partial testimony was already taken? Would you like to incorporate the minutes of the prior hearing
Sure.
in this one?
Yes.
Okay, we'll allow that.
Mr. Trentadue, when you do that, even if you've already said it in the prior testimony, just give us the numbers for all the higher than, larger than horizontals, okay, on all the 3 accessory structures.
Okay.
Just so we have them on the record for when we make our decision.
It's also not a construct, it's a maintain.
It had been built as proposed. It was proposed construction. It was simply built incorrectly. I have to use that word because
But the notice of the appeal is construct second
That's because
story
it came
addition.
to us as a construct originally, probably.
yeah, we were asked to change it to a maintain, and we put that on the drawings.
All right.
Okay, thank you. So, in addition to this case, for case 448, it's regarding a gazebo, and the gazebo is a structure located in the back of the property. It's a roofed over patio, if you will, and that particular structure is built at the height of 11 foot 8 inches, whereas a 9 foot height is the maximum height permitted. The additional reason for a variance for that particular aspect of this project is that the dimensions are 14 foot 6 inches wide by 24 foot 6 inches, and each of these dimensions exceeds a maximum allowable of 12 feet in either direction. And in addition to that, the area of the gazebo is 355.25 square feet. This exceeds the maximum allowable area of the accessory structure by 144, excuse me, it exceeds the maximum allowable of 144 square feet.
And then can you go back and do the higher shed before
Yes.
you go to the third structure?
The shed is case 447. The shed is built to a height of 10 feet, whereas the maximum allowable height is 9 feet.
Okay, and third.
There's also case 449. This is for a barbecue island built on the rear left side of the property. The setback is 1.7 feet, less than the minimum required setback of 2 feet. That's the distance from the unit to the left side of the property. Another reason that this particular case is before the board is because the number of accessory structures permitted has been exceeded. And then for case 450.
Hold on,
I'm sorry.
wait, on that one, you still need to give us the horizontals.
Yes, the horizontal, when you say the horizontal,
On the third one, it exceeds horizontal maximum on both sides.
The length of that unit is 13 foot 6 inches, and the maximum allowable dimension, again, is 12 feet for the accessory structure.
So 2 sides exceed at 13.6, and the other 2 sides don't exceed 12, is that right?
No, this case, which is 449, is just for the barbecue island. The island itself is approximately 2 feet wide, but the overall length of it is 13 foot 6. It's 1 foot 6 greater than the maximum
Right,
allowable.
so you're not larger, you're just 13.6 on 2 of the sides, if you will, if it's a little rectangle.
The barbecue island is longer than the necessary allowable.
Right.
Are you referring to the gazebo I mentioned earlier?
No, I'm not. I'm on the third one. An outdoor barbecue unit exceeds horizontal maximum on both sides, which I'm guessing is it's 13.6 on 2 sides, and it's only 2 feet on the other 2 sides. So I got it. I got the number.
Okay. Shall I proceed to the next
Yes,
piece?
please.
Case 450 is for pool equipment, which needs to not be less than 4 feet from the rear and side property lines. This pool equipment is an electric pool heater. It is 2.6 feet from the right side property line.
I don't know what this is.
And I'll proceed to mention the final case being presented, which is the fence archway, which is case 451. This arbor is built to a height of 8'2", whereas the maximum height allowable is 6 feet. That's in the
That's just that little thing.
Yeah, it's that little lovely.
Getting married or something.
Right.
Carrying over the threshold.
Yeah, it almost didn't make its way into the hearing, and we filed for it separately, and then the building department said, wait a second. So that's why that case is here before us as well. I can answer any questions the board has about any of these cases at this time. That concludes the content.
Question, Mr. Trentadue.
Sure.
with regard to the accessory structures, you probably know, but to the extent that the board looks favorably on those requests, would your client agree that they not be further enclosed from this day forward? Till
Oh,
death
yes.
do them part?
Yeah, he has no intention of doing anything additional.
Thank you.
And for good measure, the builder has also learned the lesson and will not be building things above 30 feet from the ground of the road, so.
Correct.
Or he'll get no referrals.
Correct me if I'm wrong. You said that you got a new survey regarding the heights?
Yes, and that was provided.
Did you submit that?
Yes, we did.
Patrick, do we have that in the file? Do you know?
Good job.
Oh.
We simultaneously submitted everything in a manner where it was provided electronically to the board, also the hard copies, and then also the plan examiner, Colleen, had also responded that it had been taken in.
Because did you need that to get your new numbers, didn't you?
We needed that survey in order to do the work on the plans to show them, so we had to wait for the survey.
So those numbers are reflected there?
Yes, they're consistent with the new survey. It's dated September 11th of 2025.
You have a number, your client has a number of open building permits and an open plumbing permit. Will all of those permits be closed out?
Yeah, this ordeal will bring full closure to the matters in question.
Any other questions from the board? If not, do I have a motion?
Move the hearing be closed, the matter be placed on the decision calendar. Mr. Trent to do, you'll be notified by mail of the board's decision once it's rendered.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Thank you.
I don't have any more hearings this year. I just want to say have very nice holidays in the upcoming weeks and months. And
You too.
I'll return in the spring. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. We are recalling case 539 of 25, Merrick, Jody Ann Parante Didio. Variances, lot area occupied, front yard average setback, construct portico and roof over deck, both attached to dwelling, also known as 1673 Alexander Avenue. We have you sworn in from earlier. Just please state your name and address for the record.
Sure. It is Michael Lipinski, 25 Hillside Avenue, Williston Park, New York, 11596.
Did you see a copy of the updated?
I have not, no.
Okay. Why don't you take a look at that real quick while the chairman
Kind of.
gets ready. You know that she's the one doing your other case. Just so she's familiar with the property. Which one is this?
2.6. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna.
I don't know. I think it's
I think it's this one.
541.
I think it's 30.
Mm-hmm.
Christina?
I think it's
Point what? 4948.
39, right?
2708. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Do you want me to deal with this, Joe?
No problem.
Do you want me to put it on the record, or do you want to do it?
No, you do it.
Okay, so our senior most person in the, just about, or if not the senior most in the building department, who's plans examiner also, has reviewed the materials so that we have the right number to deal with.
Correct.
And it turns out it's not either one of the numbers we were talking about previously. She's also the person who reviewed the other case of your clients,
Correct.
the addition.
Correct,
She's
yes.
very familiar with the property, and
Yep.
we know these numbers are right. So prior to the deck and the portico, the determination was that the lot coverage was 27.08%.
That is correct.
Adding in these items, the deck and the portico and the expanded stoop, the coverage now, I'll give you the foot, is 2371.65, which comes to a coverage percentage of 32.69.
That is
So
correct.
that's the number the board will be using in its deliberation. One quick question as it relates to the portico
Yes.
and the roofed over deck, if I didn't ask you yet, I will. would your client accept a condition that they not be further enclosed?
Correct.
The lot coverage is getting higher. We like to keep it open as part of a rationale for letting you expand a little more, but when it's open, it's a different animal than being enclosed. So your client will agree to that. Okay.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, it was in my presentation
Okay.
to say that they have no intention of enclosing those
Okay.
porches.
Yeah, and we would want it to be a condition.
Correct.
Okay, is there anything else you wish to add?
Other than just about how that, I guess when the house was constructed in 1940, the house is pushed pretty far to the,
I was just gonna I forgot to ask about the front yard, right?
yeah, the front yard, because it is kind of aggressive, but that house was built in 1940, and how it was constructed, the front of the dwelling currently had an existing front yard setback of 15.92 feet.
And you're not proposing changing that?
We're not proposing changing that. The roof over for the portico is just going over that existing stoop that is
Yeah,
currently
and
there.
just so she has it on the record, the average there is 22.04, right?
Correct.
Okay, good enough. Anything else you wish to add?
Just one last thing I'd like to submit. Jody and Mike went around to a bunch of their neighbors and talked to them about the application to see if they had any comments or concerns. I have now signatures with names, addresses, dates, and names as well, showing that they don't have any objection to the application, so I can submit that in for further evidence as well.
All right, we'll accept those in evidence.
Other than that, I can field any other questions from the board if they have them, now that we kind of have everything squared away. And I appreciate Rebecca and the board's patience with the
You got
application.
you got the VIP treatment.
Sure did, and I'm very appreciative of it.
Go ahead. Just so you're aware, we do decide some cases this evening and some we don't.
Correct.
There's a live stream that's archived. I don't know how to access it.
Yep.
As the chairman says, if you get insomnia and you need something to put you to sleep. But you can watch that to see whether or not your case was decided today. If I know it's getting late in the season, but some people want to be able to find out so they can set up contractors and get things done. So feel free to access that and see if it was decided today.
Perfect. Thank you guys so much.
You're welcome.
All right, take care. Bye.
Did I close it?
Make a motion.
Move the hearing be closed, the matter be placed on the decision calendar. Mr. Lipinski, you and your clients who have also signed in will receive a copy of the board's decision by mail once it's rendered.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, that concludes the morning calendar. I think we'll take a 10-minute break and then we'll come back and
Did you see
possibly make some decisions.
Look at this. No, it
Yeah,
gets
I saw
better.
that.
Watch what I figured out. 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
It's, 40, 50, and 60. Once you're 60, you need the brightest.
I just want to thank you. It was very nice of you.
You're more than welcome. We're lucky to have Miss First now working with us on Wednesdays because she's usually in the building department and it really helps the process.
Okay.
I think I brought my blanket.
All right, let's do some decisions, all right?
Okay.
I don't know what they want to do with it either.
Uh,
That's why I'm not saying.
Case 529 of 2025 in Belmore, Stephen Brown. That's the renewal of a grant to store landscaping, trucks, etc. This is the fellow with the basement office. You know, yeah, I think I want to hold that and send somebody in. There's too much going on there for my liking. I don't know if anybody else agrees. Anybody else have anything to say about it?
I'll go past it and see if there's any
Okay.
indication of activity out there. You did?
Yeah. Oh, you did? Thank you, Becky. Yeah. All right, Elmont, Thomas McGuire, that's 5/30/2025, renewal of a grant to maintain a two-family dwelling at 197 Raff Avenue. Any comments from the board? If not, I have a motion.
Make a motion, index number 530-25, Elmont Thomas McGuire, renewal of grant to maintain two-family dwelling be granted as requested, 5 years, same conditions.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Next case, 531 of 25 Uniondale, 711. 38405 is all right, this is renewal of a grant to maintain a sign at 644 Jerusalem Avenue. Any comment from the board? If not, do I have a motion?
Yes, I move case 53125 Uniondale 711, renewal of grant to maintain one double-faced illuminated detached ground sign, 5 years with conditions.
Same?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay.
This is a non-closure on the front and back porch.
Yeah, 532 and 533 of 2025 near Westbury, Benjamin Butt. Variances, lot area occupied, side yard aggregate, maintain addition to attached to dwelling. Variance, lot area occupied, maintain a roof over patio attached to dwelling, and there were roof overs on the front and the rear porch. And the applicant agreed that he would maintain those in an open condition and not enclose them any further. Other than that, do I have any other questions or comments from the board? If not, do I have a motion?
I move case 532 to 533 of 25 near Westbury, Benjamin Butt, located at 19 Foster Lane, be approved as requested with the condition that the front and rear patios remain open.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Cases 534 to 536 of 2025, Franklin Square, Maria Wunsch and Rosanna Rotolo.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken,
He offered no cellar
Yep,
entrance,
correct.
okay? With the condition that, well, it's not constructed, correct? It was a construct a cellar entrance, so he withdrew the application to construct the cellar entrance. Other than that, wanted construct a one-story addition, lot area occupied, portico and exterior portico attached to dwelling, maintain a pool with less than required rear and side yard setbacks, maintain the pool enclosure varying in height from 6 to 7 foot high, and a special exception to maintain a second accessory structure, fire pit and brick bench with less than required rear yard setback. Do I have any comments other than the fact that the request to construct an exterior cellar entrance is no longer part of the application?
Only the council has just made a suggestion. So usually we don't make pool enclosures temporary because we can't have them be torn down if they're not renewed. That being said, the reason that things, as we all know, are temporary is so we have someone go out and inspect it to make sure they don't make it, put it up in a way that we're concerned, like solid fences, all that. So council to the board is questioning whether we might make this enclosure is proposed at 6 to 7 feet high. Is there a way to make that temporary to keep it inspected so they don't make it 8, or do we risk them?
I can tell you, I inspected the property. I'm very familiar with that
Okay.
block, and I would
Just grant
I
it out.
can't make a motion, but if I would grant it permanently.
Okay, so I will make the motion, Mr. Chairman. Cases 534 through 536 The case is relating to a property located at 1170 dyslexia. Palermo, I know. Palermo Court in Franklin Square. I move that we amend the caption to exclude the exterior cell entrance, which they withdrew, and that we otherwise grant the requested relief.
And maintain the pool enclosure. But
Yeah,
I don't.
just leave it as it is,
Okay.
yeah.
All right, second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, next case, 537 of 25, Elmont, Allen and Kimberly Shamoon. This is install an accessory structure, a shed with more than required rear yard and side yard setbacks. That's the one in the corner where, since it's a corner property, can only really be located in a place where there is now a garage. That's at 140 Evans Avenue. Any comments from the board? If not, do I have a motion?
No comments? I move that case 537, 2025, Allen and Kimberly Shamoon at 140 Evans Avenue be granted as requested.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Next case, the case of the day. 538 of 2025, Oceanside. Yaniris A. Martinez, Jose L. Martinez Rodriguez, Ramon F. Taveras Rivas, and Julia Altagracia Rivas de Martinez. That's a mother-daughter application. Any comments?
I have concerns about the 5 doors to the house. The fact that there are 2 doors that each independently go into a bedroom with a full bath.
One of which is occupied by a 9-year-old.
A 9-year-old, apparently. And, there's a door to the downstairs, to the basement. There's a door to 2 different rooms, which we often see that set up in a boarding house style. There's the back door. There's 2 levels. There were times that the testimony was a little confusing to me, and I couldn't reconcile a few of them. And I find it a little hard to believe that a 9-year-old staying in a room. Each of those rooms have 1 door that goes to the rest of the house, but it looks like those are just a facade. I mean, I'm sure they're there, but I imagine, as we've seen before, I imagine they're just kept locked. So I think,
It's nice to have money.
and I wasn't clear about we have a rule. There can't be separate entrances. We have at least 4 separate entrances, even by the testimony. 1 to that bedroom, 1 to that bedroom, 1 to the basement, and 1 to the front. That's the 5th one is the back. So, okay, maybe that's just the second entrance to the first floor, but we have 5 total and 4 that seem, that in and of itself, I don't know if that's disqualifying, but, I think we send out the building department to see who actually is living in this house, where the doors are locked, because that interior door, which is the only thing connecting those 2 little units to the house, if that has locks on it, that's an issue. And then, if it is occupied as described, then I think we have to take up the issue of, do we need some doors to the exterior to be eliminated? Like having 2 front doors itself with locks on them already, to me, fails the test of giving all the appearances of a single-family dwelling. So I would suggest we send out, I don't know what other people think, but maybe start with the building department.
I would suggest, go ahead, I'm sorry.
To me, this case is, it's clearly not doesn't fit the conformity of a mother-daughter, and it should be denied.
I would prefer, as a matter of personal preference, we don't deny it, send in the building department first, and then we'll make a decision. And I'll tell you my reasoning. Understood. Understood, but we won't.
It fails the test.
Yeah. On its face, it's got all the wrong check marks, but I want access.
That's exactly why I thought this. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
So next case, 539 of 2025, Merrick, Jodiane Pariente Didio. Variances, lot area occupied, front yard average setback, construct portico and roof over deck, both attached to dwelling. That property is located at 1673 Alexander Avenue in Merrick. Any comments from the board?
Just the no enclosure for whoever does the case.
Any other questions, any other comments? If not, do I have a motion?
I move case 539 of 2025. Location of property is 1673 Alexander Avenue in Merrick. I move that this be granted with a condition that the portico and the roof over deck never be enclosed.
Second?
Christina, when
All
we
in
do
favor?
that,
Any opposed?
as a matter of course, when we have the no enclosure, what is done to ensure, like, do we have them all do CCNRs or what?
We don't, because to have them do CNRs for every case, it would unduly burden
Okay.
the office.
So how do we just put the like, let's say 10 years from now, someone else buys the house and they go, oh, let's go put an application into, so then they put the application in because they're not aware of this condition, right? So then when they get rejected, presumably because it's lot coverage and it's enclosing, and then they get to the application here. When our office looks it up, is there a mechanism they discovered, and what do they do if they did?
Yes, so there is going to be a record search done with every single application.
Up there or before it
It should be done up there, and it should be, so let's say it was enclosed without permission, then that would be told to us. So the building department is the first line of defense.
So it's in a place where that record search will discover it?
Correct.
Okay.
And then on top of it, the board will do its own search as well.
Okay, but I think that's good. I just
So
didn't know
it's-
where it would
it's
pop
two
up.
searches.
Reads the conditions.
Well, that's okay. At
But
least
if
it's
not,
there.
it will catch it.
Yeah, I like that. I think that's the right balance.
Because again, I mean, when you're dealing with
Yeah.
a new home.
Yeah, I think
different
that's the
pieces.
right balance.
So in a perfect world, I'm going to make a comment as a practitioner, and I'm quite confident that Joanne will agree with me. Joanne? So if you have an astute lawyer and you run a CO search when your client's purchasing the home and you see BZA grant, what's the next thing you do? You look up the conditions, and I mean, that's almost self-policing. However, I qualified it by saying an astute lawyer. And virtually no one does it. Right.
Too many. I like that. I think that's
And then
exactly
we
right
go through the
balance.
minute, you know, if need be.
Theoretically, it should be a self-policing mechanism,
By the way, the
but
only
it isn't.
reason I hadn't put all those things
All
on
right.
is for your decision. When I said, I'm sorry.
So did we have a motion on this case?
Yes, we did.
Okay, all right. Next case, the Gold Coast to Valley Stream, 540 of 2025, at least on the basis of Mr. Plumer's inspection, I'll characterize it as the new Gold Coast to Valley Stream. Case 54025, Ezra Moskowitz, variance, lot area occupied, construct dwelling, demolish existing dwelling, property located at 612 Diane Place. Do I have any additional comments or any comments at all? If not, do I have a
I
motion?
just have two comments. There are two side doors, a front door and a rear door, kind of the same thing. They had a ranch at 31 and change coverage. Now they made it into a two-story and are also getting to 35 coverage, all of which is enclosed. There's no decks. None of that's comprised of a deck. I mean, I don't feel super strongly either way, but you know, it's a high coverage for getting two stories. Like you think if you get one a little more coverage and you go two, you don't need to have that much spread, especially when none of it's, because I imagine they're going to be in next for a deck and a covered porch and a shed or something like that. But the two side doors, front door and rear door, I thought was, I don't know, we're back in the same, a lot of doors. But, you know, I'll go with whatever Mr. Plumer recommends.
I inspected the area in a lot of these houses. It's a high ranch, by the way, you know, it's actually 2 levels. And there's houses that are being built that are much larger than this, you know, and that's the area. That's
More coverage,
yeah, more coverage. And
whatever you recommend.
so anyway, I make a motion that on index number 54025, near Valley Stream, Ezra Moskowitz, variance lot area, occupied, construct, new dwelling, demolished, existing, be granted as requested with new home conditions.
And then I'll second the motion. The one thing is, you know, do we make a note in that? Because I would be shocked if they don't come back in for a shed somewhere and for a deck of some sort.
No further.
I don't know. You know what? Let's not do a let's not do prior restraint. Yeah, they'll evaluate then. I agree.
Right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, no prior restraint, they'll come when it comes, but I just see that coming up.
Second,
I seconded.
Yep, we got a second.
all in favor?
Yeah, you know the area better than me too, so.
Next case, 541 of 2025 near Westbury, Jeffrey R. and Lisette Oglesby. That case has been adjourned to 2 p.m. And the last case on the morning calendar is 542 to 543 in Hewlett, Tammy and Jeffrey Bernstein, lot area occupied, side yard, construct first floor addition, garage conversion to living space and outdoor kitchen all attached to dwelling. This lot area occupied, side yard, maintain HVAC equipment and maintain one-story additions attached to dwelling. Any additional comments from the board?
I don't think there's an enclosure issue on the kitchen, so I think I have no
You want to
comment.
make a motion?
I make a motion for 542 through 543, 1529 Hewlett Avenue in Hewlett be granted as requested.
Second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. All right, then we have 711, 405, 2025 in Belmore. That's property at 2259 Jerusalem Avenue. It's a sign case. Any comments from the board? If not, do I have a motion?
Christina, when we
Case
send,
405 of 25 Belmore 711, located at 2259 Jerusalem Avenue, be approved as requested temporary.
Sign condition.
Sign conditions.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? And cases 447 to 452 in Levittown. Stephen Rosalia, special exception to maintain a shed higher than permitted. Special exception to maintain a second accessory structure, gazebo with bar, countertop, higher and larger than permitted and exceeding horizontal max on all sides. Special exception to maintain a third accessory structure, outdoor barbecue unit, exceeding horizontal maximum on both sides with less than required side yard setback. Maintain pool equipment with less than required side yard setback. Maintained 8-foot 2-inch high arbor, variances, height, side yard, construct second story addition, portico, and install 2 AC units all attached to dwelling. Existing second story to be demolished. Property address is 56 Anvil Lane in Levittown. Any comments or questions?
You know, that's about 1.5 feet over height.
I know.
We have in the past had the contractor come in and testify.
there, in the past, this is a hard case because the one or two. I'm sorry. I thought
That's
you were
okay.
done. Go ahead.
In the past, we've had him come in and testify. We've subpoenaed him. I don't know whether or not he showed up, but testify what it would cost to make it comply.
That's not a bad idea.
Yep. Okay.
And I just want to say, there was a time when so the 1 and 2 inch that the builder used, that, I don't think that's horrible. Like, I get it, what you called it, builder's error, like, he was trying to make the roof smash or whatever. And in the past, before Sandy, there were times when there were certain neighborhoods where the crown of the road was significantly lower than the grade. And if we were to judge the height by the crown, who knows if they could even have a pitched roof. So we would sometimes use our discretion in unique circumstances in a neighborhood and say, okay, let's apply the 30-foot rule from grade. But it was only after an inspection, and if using grade made them about the same as all the other places, and if it was really kind of unfair to use the crown because of the topography. So, I don't know. I don't know what this area looks like. Obviously, it's Levittown, so I just don't know.
If you look at the area, the one right beside it is a tiny little house, and all the rest if you're looking at it straight, tiny little house here, and all the rest are tiny houses. To the left of it is probably at 30, okay?
The house that's
right
to the left
of
of
it.
Yes.
But everything else is tiny little houses. This thing is gigantic.
Okay. Yeah, well, then that's exactly that's why I say we would have to go look and all that. But if so I think Joe's suggestion makes sense to get this. Well, that's going to be difficult because didn't he say they don't use that guy anymore? Is that guy going to be willing to come in and testify about this? Or should we just
At
ask
the
them to
very
get
least,
someone?
At the very least, he should have had his client here to testify.
Yes.
Maybe we just have them, let them know we want them to come in to give testimony from the owner, and if
And
they
or the
deem it,
contractor.
a contractor, even if it, do we want to know how much to repair
no.
or why he did it? Those are two different people.
Plus, technically, he never proved his case because he never said what the area character is. And that being the houses next door to it, what they are.
Look it up.
But in determining which contractor, do we want contractor testimony to tell us how the error happened, which I think we know, or do we want them to tell us how much the cost to redo it, because it's probably a different contractor?
How about the fact that this particular, case is maintained? They just build it and then they ask for our forgiveness as usual.
Well, no, they had a permit, but they did, the builder just,
No, but they build it according to the
That's,
permit.
of course, right.
In other words,
that's the big issue you have sitting over here.
and then do what you want and then ask for forgiveness.
Well,
I'm not
agree.
saying there's anything we can do about it.
No,
but
I
it's the
agree.
But it's the typical,
Unless we,
typical stuff every time.
But I think that maybe it makes sense to have the applicant come in to answer questions and the applicant to bring someone who will give testimony, expert, about the cost to rework it and comply.
And that is because the applicant's representative testified that only a portion of the area exceeded the height. So maybe it's a good idea to have them both come in.
What do you think,
If they can
Christina?
get the original contractor, great, and if they can't, get another contractor.
Yeah, if they go forward, they're gonna wanna use someone else, I
What
would
would it
guess.
cost to comply? Yeah, go forward, they've already built it.
No, I meant,
I understand.
The gentleman's testimony was that the other contract said, well, this is what we did, like, what do you,
What are you gonna do?
In other words, to me, they built it the way they wanted it.
right, but we already got,
Then they come here and figure we're not gonna make them knock it down, but probably not.
would we need to vote unanimously to rehear, to have them come back in with some specific testimony, like circumscribe the scope and say, we want the owner here to explain it a little better? And do we want them to bring a professional to tell us what the repair would cost? But we have to think about that because
Yeah.
Okay, so reserve.
Yeah, I think Christina's right.
Okay.
I agree.
So reserve, I still, first case on reserve, 38625. I do not have any further updates. The applicant did submit new plans, which do in fact show that there's essentially a retaining wall with concrete planters in it, which needs to be re-reviewed by the building department.
Okay.
We will follow up with them because I personally think they're going to need further relief for that.
I guarantee you.
Yeah.
It's very dangerous
Yeah,
too.
so again, it still needs to be re-reviewed by the building department. 328 of 25, I believe we were waiting for Mr. Pellegrini.
Yes,
Yep.
I did receive an email from.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but.
Dominic Road has sent an email saying that they want to withdraw storing the backhoes on the property, but that still leaves them with the three standard pickup trucks on the premises and 2 pickup trucks with dump bodies. However, they would like to store the 2 pickup trucks with the dump bodies on the side.
Fumes from a diesel bus are disgusting to me. There's no reason that I don't think we could qualify this if we granted the case to allow diesel-fueled dump trucks.
What did I do with the
It's-
Maris site over there, that you pass by every day. I mean, because this will be perpetual, like, commercial trucks there. They don't belong there, in my opinion.
And a dump truck, a pickup truck with a dump body on it is a small dump truck.
And we had also discussed that they're gonna have a meeting, they're a paving company, they're gonna all meet there in the morning at 7 or whatever.
Yes.
In the morning and start these trucks running. It's not right.
I threw my thing away.
I would make a motion if the.
Well, you need Joanne because Kim and I weren't here. Okay, sorry, I didn't realize you had enough.
If it,
No.
We don't, we have a form.
Okay.
I move that we deny this case based upon what was just testified to. It's more of a residential neighborhood. It's going to have a negative impact on backing out or pulling into the streets, Woods Avenue, it's a big trafficked street. Pickup trucks with dump bodies on it could be quite large. There's gonna be fumes that are going to, emit to the neighbor's house. The neighbor, keeps their houses, they're quite nice. It's a nice little community, and it just doesn't belong there.
This is more suitable in my opinion. I can't make a motion. But in my opinion, it's more suitable for an industrial or a semi-industrial area and not merely a commercial area. I mean, Mr. Plummer alluded to the Mara property, which is an eyesore. And, if I were living next door, I would do one of two things, burn my own house down or move. That was said in jest, folks.
We know. At the original testimony, the neighbor came there and she was pleading with us.
Yes.
She has kids and
Yes.
she doesn't want this there.
Mr. Regano, you make a good point that it does belong in an industrial area. In Oceanside, there are a lot of industrial areas in Oceanside.
This is just not one of them.
They happen to pick this one, and I don't know where the barber shop people are going to park. They right now block the driveway into this access where they want to store the trucks.
So a motion is to deny?
I move that case number 328, 2025, based upon what was said on the record and deliberations, that it be denied.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, and we have obviously Ms. Perry and Ms. D'Amato, they were absent for the vote, and Ms. Anderson stepped down.
All the girls were absent for the vote.
Okay.
Oh, the girls.
Case,
I have two also.
that Joseph,
Okay.
that was a good decision.
Oh, I agree. It doesn't belong there.
Okay, so next up, we have case 440 of 25. I did get confirmation that the pool inspection was completed, they passed.
Okay.
440, it's,
okay.
yeah.
Merrick.
And I did confirm that on the portal, it did pass the inspection.
What about the items that were required? Have they been submitted? Because it says need to provide a few items and we'll re-inspect.
That was for the pool inspection.
Okay,
Yep, so
so
that's all been rectified.
can I have a motion on case 440?
I'll make a motion. I move as it relates to case 440 of 2025. The property is located at 1550 Northridge Avenue in Merrick. The applicant is Barbara Wood, that we approve the requested relief.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, anything on 462? Oh, I inspected.
We're just waiting
Is that it?
We're waiting for the amended plans that eliminate the third story.
Oh,
Oh, you're gonna eliminate the third story?
yeah, well,
Oh,
that's,
good. That's-
okay.
Will that change the height too?
That's peachy keen. Okay.
I would assume it would change
Eliminate the height
Yeah,
variance?
my, one would. 472 of 2025, Mother D'Amato.
I looked at it. You're gonna think I'm crazy. To be honest, I went in it and everything. I know we never put stairs like this. It is really small and they're completely blocked. If we really don't want, I kind of was feeling like, could we let them keep the stairs until, like, never replace it or whatever, but I really need to go over the materials in the file.
All right.
Again, because he literally just has his tools.
Why don't you just say, hold a case?
Well, because I wanted to kind of get some feedback.
Okay.
Feedback,
I wanted to
okay.
have a collegial experience.
Yeah, I don't need a historical perspective.
Next, we have cases 484 and 485 of 25 in Uniondale.
Uniondale.
The applicant did in fact provide the new plans with a 50-50 split. We did in fact pass them through the building department, and no additional relief is necessary.
Perfect.
Okay, so we need secrets
Yes.
and then a motion. Who's gonna make a secret?
I'll do it if no one wants. One of you guys want to do it?
Hmm?
Okay, I'll do it, I guess, if you guys want me to.
Yeah, we do.
484 and 45, right?
Yes.
I move that the board, As it relates to case 484 and 4085 of 2025, it's a lot to be subdivided. The address is 80 Nostrand Avenue in Uniondale. I move as it relates to the CEQA determination that based on the materials submitted by the applicant, the testimony provided during the hearing, and the other review done by others in our department and the building department, that we adopt a negative declaration as to the CEQA determination.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
I further move, as it relates to the same two cases, that we grant the requested relief with owner-occupied conditions on each structure and all the other new home conditions that are customarily imposed by this board.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, next case is 497, 498 of 2025 Merrick. Karen and Dale Kranz, variance lot area occupied, maintain addition, attached to dwelling, variances, lot area occupied, side yard aggregate, maintain deck attached to dwelling.
You didn't have a chance to inspect this one, correct, sir?
No.
So we'll hold that for next.
I have a notation, though. I'd like something clarified. What is amend the caption?
Because this is the one where it needed yard setback.
Of 25 and 504 of 25 Lojo Development Corp. He was going to submit amended plans.
So they did submit amended plans, which you'll recall the neighbor came in and testified, and so the applicants agreed to increase the side yard between his house and one of the new constructs to now be 8 feet instead of 7, which then is now triggering a side yard variance for parcel B. They also increased the front yard setback from 30 feet to about 34 feet. So again, one variance has been triggered. Now the side yard, parcel 2 needs side yard relief because the AC units are 4 feet. They maintain 4-foot clearance. So I don't know if the board wants to look at the plans or if the board.
You're on 503 and 504.
503, 504.
So the amended plans created a side yard and a front yard setback.
Well, no, front yard setback, they actually increased the front yard setback from 30 feet to 34 feet on parcel B. Because you'll recall that apparently how the parcels are, the houses are set back pretty far. So neither were hit with, I'm sorry. Yes, the first one was hit with front yard average setback. Hold on. They increased it.
Side yard.
Wasn't the main problem in this case that the neighbor and the police,
between the two.
they made nice to each other?
Between the two.
I looked at this piece a couple of times, and my concern is, it borders commercial property to the west, and it seems like there's a very small area that contains a lot of large trees. And if this guy goes in and cuts those trees down, in my opinion, it may change the character of the immediate neighborhood.
That's a good argument.
Oh, the setback distance? Yeah, some stupid thing like that.
But, yeah, so they increased it. You'll see.
Yeah, the neighbor came in and he wanted it set back a little more, so they moved it back. But that side of the street, that whole
It's
half the
very
block.
crowded, yep, and they park, there is a commercial property, because I went to look at it, and they all park in the street over there.
Yeah.
These would be the two smallest lots.
Correct. The two parcels.
Yeah, and it may not be out of character, and here's what is the frontage this guy wanted?
7 and 8, correct.
I had this conversation with my paralegal who moved to North Valley Stream not too long ago. And I don't want to make it sound like I'm anti-development, but even she said, and this is a Caribbean woman who bought a house in North Valley Stream, and the comment was, where do you draw the line? Are we going to just allow people to develop every vacant piece of land? in the town, so that now the town becomes an extension of Queens? Is that, and I know. Well, yeah, but we're whittling away at the suburban character of the neighborhoods. We are.
And if people are moving from Queens to Valley Stream, or let's say Valley Stream.
Yeah, I just don't have an opinion. How do we feel about this case?
Which case?
Low Joe.
Okay. All right, so it's kind of a unique little piece of property.
Kim, did you have an inspection? Yeah, let's give us some testimony, Kim.
I'm sorry, I did look at it as well, and I feel the same as the chairman does. It's, these lots would be the two smallest lots, I think, in the area. There's a commercial property there that they park in the street. It's already very crowded. It's to the front of like the block, so people coming around over there, I think getting in and out of the driveway would be difficult. And I do feel that it would change the area and character. Same. Yep.
So the trees were a big concern?
Correct.
I mean, he's got a huge oak right in the middle
Yeah.
there. It's gonna rip it down. I mean, it's gotta
Yeah.
be damn close to 100 years old.
And they're gonna be the two smallest lots, which it is changing it. All right.
So we'll make a motion to deny this?
I think so. Oh, should I do it?
Yeah.
Okay, so then, based on
Please-
that,
Please note that you don't have to do secret.
okay, thank you. So based on that, I would make a motion for cases 497, what?
503 and 504.
I'm sorry, 503 and 504 of 25 West Hempstead, J-Lo Development located near 223 Locust Street, be denied.
Second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Okay. The next one, I don't know
This is
if
the
you
one
want
we just
to
denied?
review the plans. We did receive amended plans, cases 508,
Leave it.
509, that was that subdivision in
Money,
Elmont.
money's driving it.
And they did in fact do what the board had requested.
They did?
There was discrepancy on the plans that showed a cellar entrance. They made sure they rectified those plans to remove same. And so there will be no exterior entrance to or from the cellar other than the egress windows that are drawn on the plans. And also the board had asked that the main entrance
Did you
doorway
look
to
at
the
that
home be
truck? Because I have an
relocated
issue,
away
I
from
have
the
an issue with
staircase
that.
that takes
I did.
towards
It's
the center.
clear out the street. It was granted a
So
long time
that
ago, it
was
was a little
done.
hot dog truck.
These
Now it's a
plans was
giant truck.
shown to the
And
building
it's
department,
parked, where
and
it's parked on the
obviously
street,
nothing was fixed.
so there's like, it's parked like
Someone wanna
this.
make a
There's a
motion on those
driveway right here.
cases?
And it's parked out here. Look, there's a driveway to the house next door right here. And that thing's parked out in the street. If they want to park it there, they need to park
I'm
it.
going to do it. On cases
There and there's
508 and 509 of 25 Elmont, 190 Meacham LLC, I move that we adopt a negative declaration as to the secret determination based on the testimony given, exhibits in the file, and other materials we have reviewed and analyzed.
You walk into your truck in the back.
All in favor?
Aye.
On the secret.
Then I move on, case number 508 of 25, 509 of 25, variances, subdivision of lot, area, front width from the street line setback, construct new dwelling, be granted as requested with new home conditions, subdivision conditions.
Second.
This is the building, it comes out here. But you park it in the back, it's gonna be over here.
No, wait.
The
What I'm
side of the
talking
truck.
about, there was, look, what I'm talking about, there was parking spot. The truck wasn't there when he went.
I went there and went to inspect it, and there was no truck there.
Okay,
And
we'll hold it.
I went in the
They left
building
them on
and,
the street in a bucket.
When I recall, Chrissy, on that case, when I recalled it, look, I called it, I thought there was a building here. They were parking like the big giant truck, which was not a little hot dog truck, it was a big truck. And there was a driveway right next door to this house. Joe said,
oh, I went
but
in
now
looking for a
Patrick, I
hot
didn't
dog
think
truck,
there
and
was
it's a
a
grilled
building.
cheese truck.
Patrick saying to me,
Oh,
I don't remember there being.
maybe the hot dog truck is there.
Here.
If you look, it's not gonna be that easy, there was an issue on the plan.
He said there's a.
Yeah.
But I have an issue with that giant truck being right there.
Okay, we'll tell him, we could,
Oh, I mean, I have to look back at it now.
I think we could grant the case, but have him park that grilled cheese truck or hot dog truck, the truck more interior off of,
Did you see how big the truck is?
no, it wasn't there.
Gotta hold it.
In the grants were, there was a hot dog truck, luncheonette truck. Parked there.
truck to be. You guys decide.
All right.
Do you want me to get the regular?
But I have a case to do, Sue.
Can you?
All right, Joe, what say you about the dog? I just want to tell you what I was concerned about. If you think it's okay, fine. And I have a case to do when we get to it.
Yes.
I have one more case.
The hot dog truck? Or the grilled cheese truck?
Big cheese truck. Giant
Oh,
truck.
the big cheese truck. It's
Big cheese truck.
about the giant truck that they park? I think it being parked there is not a problem. I think we should impose conditions that, number one, they do not sell at that location, because it's a busy street. Secondly, they are required by the town of Hempstead town clerk to have a peddler's license. They have to obtain a peddler's
But will
license.
they let them pedal there then?
They can pedal wherever they want
Okay.
in the town of Hempstead.
What about pushing it off the street like 10 feet back so it's not, that driveway's right next to it? If I'm pulling out of this driveway to this house, I can't see the pedestrians. I don't know, I just think it's really big obstruction right next to a driveway. Like where we don't allow 6-foot fences and you got a.
I know, but it's a business property, and that's probably residential. That's what happens. Business property has to fence.
The one thing I would say also.
Right, but I'm saying the truck is.
That's not there all the time. That would be, so
It isn't.
you inspected on how many occasions didn't see it, so, I mean, maybe that's a little distinguishable, but I don't know.
Secondly, whatever Nassau County Health Department requires that they peddlers requires that? Okay. So I would move that
Inland a little?
we encourage the applicant to move his big ass truck, big cheese truck, further away from Belmore Avenue as far as possible. Newbridge Road, I'm sorry.
Do we want to amend the caption for hot dog truck and just change it to food truck?
Yeah, food truck, yes.
And should there be any constraint on the size? Like what if they replace it with a bigger one?
Well, we'll catch it in 5 years.
Would you want to make it less than 5 years?
You won't catch it if there's no rule. What are you gonna catch?
Well, due to the nature of the grant and the fact that this has not been renewed since the 90s, I don't know.
Yeah, how do we even have the authority to do that?
Do what?
The renewals, they haven't renewed since the 90s.
Yeah.
Well, we got it on a calendar, you heard the case.
Yep. But I don't know if you want to maybe make it 3 years. It's up to you. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
You can kind of keep a better pulse on it.
I would move that this case 514-2025, that it be granted with the conditions that they obtain a necessary peddler's license from the town of Hempstead with all other requirements that the town clerk requires, and that the applicant be pushed back as far as possible off of Newbridge Road, and they. You could vote to deny. And that they don't allow the sale of their product at this particular location. And to amend the caption, and not a hot dog truck, but a big
Food service truck.
food
I
truck.
would put big in the grant, because then how are you gonna ever know if they put it? What if they get a tractor trailer and?
A food truck, okay. And with that all being said, I just want to go on a record that I did review the live stream testimony on this particular case, and I did do a physical inspection. And based upon what I just said, I would make a motion that it be granted.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I'm a nay. I have 516.
Okay.
So glad I inspected it, because originally in the hearing, I thought that this deck pushed that far out was going to be, quite an encroachment in the enjoyment of the neighbor's property. What I've come, it's the exact opposite. I inspected the whole place. The neighbor is a rental house. It's a legal 2, I believe, but it has 3 units because the basement's a rental 2. It was, for the most part, empty, which apparently it is a lot of the year. And then it's a rental mostly in the summer. But more importantly, the complaining neighbor, their house is pushed so far forward toward the ocean that I thought that the pictures would have you think that this deck was gonna run along all their windows, really like, it literally, if you stand at the bottom of their lower deck, which is where they wanna pull this out, there's 1 window in the back only that this would be next to. The rest of the house is forward of even the proposed deck. So I completely changed my opinion, and I'll make a motion to grant it because it's much different when you see it in person. So I would make a motion as it relates to case 516 of 2025. The property's at 2 Malone Avenue in East Atlantic Beach. It's a request for a deck that we grant the requested relief.
With the condition that there be no further enclosure.
Yes, please. Of the top or bottom deck.
Aye.
It says it's located in the Clearside Drive.
But that's not accurate. That's not accurate because it's not a
It's not an
corner.
intersection.
It's not an intersection.
So maybe we need extension of the street.
Okay, so I would like to say, should we delete from the caption the clear site if it's truly not in one, so that other people don't bring it and say they got a permanent fence in the clear site? If it's not in the clear site, I think it should be accurately.
Dismiss that then?
I think it should be.
Clear site, do you think that should be dismissed?
Because I don't want it to reflect we granted it in the clear
Okay,
site if it's not in the clear site.
Right, but it's not an intersection. It's not an intersection.
All right, so
It's an
we've
extension of the street.
determined it's not in the clear site triangle. Yeah, good.
That's a good point.
Next case, 13.
Okay, we need a second.
Second, okay.
Perfect.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Okay.
Case 1314, I'd like to hold.
Better than
Okay.
that.
Perfect.
And 527.
And the winner is?
Verizon. I don't know if the board was able to inspect.
I did.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'll look at John, sir.
I quite frankly do not see a problem. I think the objections that were voiced are, I don't see how in the name of heaven that the installation of this equipment could ever block anybody on the north side of the boulevard, on the north side of Beach Street, from a view of the ocean. So, and this equipment, they testified it was going to be 2 feet lower than the existing installation on the roof. So I would not, I would approve it. That's my opinion.
I'm fine with that. You want to make?
Somebody want to make a motion? Joe?
Should we wait?
Oh. Got it.
I would really like to hold this.
Okay.